This is going to be a juicy one because I am going to break down for the first time ever. This is usually a mastermind training. How, with the content that you create, you are going to attract and create more leads. I'm going to actually teach you one of the most fundamental things that you can be asking your ideal client. You can be creating very specific content that is going to literally ring all of the alarms in their body and say, whoa, this is the thing that I didn't even know I needed. Let's dive right in. I'm going to break this down into 4 levels. So let's go into level 1. In level 1, I want you to understand where your current ideal client is right now. What is it that they feel? Where are they on their journey? You see, there's so many people who go out in the market and they just tell somebody about their offer and they think that with their name, their age, and the place that they love to shop, that that's somehow, some way gonna help them understand their ideal client. It's not. In order for you to actually know who your ideal client is, you have to speak to them. And I don't have to convince you and tell you all the reasons why you need to be doing market research. If you haven't done that, I'm gonna link another video below. I already created another video. Go watch that. It is so important that you talk to your ideal client and that you hear from them, and not just in a video. Every business, every niche is completely different. And so you gotta talk to your ideal client and you gotta be asking them these 3 important questions. Where are you now? Once you figure out where they are, I want you to ask them, where do you desire to be? That right there starts to help you understand the range. Based on the way they answer that is how you actually create an offer that resolves that problem. Now that we understand where they are now and you have their starting point, you can start to create content around that. It's important that you understand what their current reality looks like. And then you speak to that. Then next, you understand their desires, what they want to manifest, where they want to be. And then you ask them what is in the way. This is what I call level 1 problems. Again, there's 4 levels. This is required for any entrepreneur, any business owners to really feel like they're creating solid solutions for their customers. They need to know this about them. These are all things that are so important. Not only are they important for you to write in your copy, in your sales page, but it's important that you create that connective tissue. Let's move on to level 2 problems. This is probably one of my favorite things. So in level 1, you already know that this is a prerequisite. Like, this is nothing brand new. Like, this is something you have to have. The same way, I'm so sorry to tell you this, human, if you decide to build a business on social media, I know I don't have to convince you to tell you that you have to promote your business. You have to share and bring brand awareness, and posting, whether it's once a day or once every other day, like that should be a non-negotiable. Which, by the way, if you like this piece of content, if you like my channel, hit subscribe. I literally do all of these videos every single week, Monday at 12 EST. Let us know in the bottom in the comments as well if there's something that you're moving through your spiritual entrepreneurship where you feel like, I have been searching for this one thing and I cannot find it. Melissa, can you please create it? Absolutely, we'll do that. Back to this video. Level 2 problems. This is where it starts to get really juicy. I want you to identify 3 main problems. Very different than marketing to pain points. I want to continue to remind you that you are in the service-based industry. So it's just not enough to tell people about the features of your program and the transformation and what they get. Like, literally, people do not care. That's not what's going to convert a lead into a follower. You'll get more leads when you speak their language, when you understand their mindset, when you understand where they are, where they want to be, and what's in the way. And then if you can understand the big 3 problem areas that they are facing. Yes, I know there's so many others, but for right now, I want you to think about the 3 most common ones. So if I had to do this for my business, I would say problem number 1 that my ideal client has is that they have way too many offers and they do not know how to channel that into one offering. Problem number 2 is they probably move through a lot of this money mindset where they feel bad and they don't want to charge. And even though they want to be wealthy and be paid abundantly, there's something still within their vibration that doesn't allow them to do that. And number 3 They don't want to be on the internet wasting their time feeling like they have to dance and sell their damn soul just to put their offering out there. So I know that there's some resistance coming up. So I always help them understand that they can build a business that both is and garners the benefits of being on social, but also create a business for them that is in person. That's very specific to my ideal client. What's your big three? What are the big three problems that your offering, your coaching, your business, your product is resolving? Everything that we consume, everything that we purchase potentially solves a problem. People don't buy things they don't need. And you want them to need it because then it will resolve a problem. And then once it resolves a problem, guess what? You have a happy client. You have resolved. My deepest, highest intention is, of course, to bring out all of this information, but to be helpful and for it to be useful for people. This is why I've created this YouTube series. It's free, it's digestible, it's short, and honestly, I wish I had this when I first started. Back to level 2 problems. Once you come up with the top 3 things that you are resolving, you got to create content around that. You got to bring brand awareness. Make sure you do that in level 2. Level 3, this starts to really dial in your messaging. So you know where they are, you know where they desire to be, you know what's in the way. You take that and you extract the biggest 3 problems that they have. Now, I want you to think about the 3 beliefs that they're buying into. Let's say this is around money, right? So let's say they're starting their business. Let's say they want to be at a place where they have 2 offers. Then we start to get into the top 3 problems and we start to identify that they desire to be a millionaire. They desire to be wealthy. But then in level 3, you discover that there is a belief that they're holding that they truly cannot obtain the money because they are not worthy. Or maybe there is a belief that they inherently think that money is bad. Now you have a desire that totally gets canceled out with a belief. That's what actually helps it manifest. But now, if you want something that you don't believe in, you're not going to be able to actually manifest that. And this is where you see a lot of people get caught up in investing in coaching and programs that they can't see that they can't make it over that hump because it's not more strategy and it's not more things that they need. This is a belief that is holding them back. And what needs to happen is that we need to alchemize that belief. This level 3 problem is all in your messaging. It's in how you write. It's in your sales page. It's in your caption. It's you really extracting that thing that they didn't even know they were believing in. And you know this because you were probably them, and you know this because you've talked to your ideal client. The last level here, oh my gosh, if you do all of these things, you are guaranteed to have your DMs popping, your inquiries freaking exploding. Like, there's no way that you can fail if you do these things, because this will really start to carve out the path for your ideal client to find you. Level 4 problems is you understanding the belief that they now need to have. So what, now that you've discovered the belief that's actually in the way, in level 4, here's where you can bring that transformation that, hey, I know that you're here. I know you want to be over there. I know that this is in the way. I know that these 3 problems exist. I know that you have these beliefs around them, but if you can somehow adopt this new belief, this is what's going to help you get to your goal. When I learned this, my business changed. One, you have to actually coach, okay? Like, you have to either coach or you have to do things for free. The only way you're going to figure out who your ideal client is, what their problems are, is, guess what? By talking to them. You have to talk to your ideal client multiple times. And then when you think you know them, you got to go even deeper. Okay, 4 years later, I've been talking to the same ideal client and I still am uncovering and excavating more and more layers. And so you know who your ideal client is. And now by filling out a workbook and by taking a course, it's by actually putting yourself out there. And then once you do, understanding their behavior, understanding what they're buying into, understanding their roadblocks, understanding their problem is going to absolutely make you feel like you know your ideal client inside and out. All right, humans, that's all for now. If you have been tuning into this video and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I need help, no worries. I have many different offerings. I'm going to link them below. depending on where you are and the things that you need, you can go ahead and check out the pages. I have a mentorship that is a 1-year mentorship. It comes with one-on-one with me, a retreat. This is my mastermind. This is the only thing that I have open right now. And then next year in 2024, I have my signature program, Unleash and Unveil Your Soul Business, the 12 round. Super excited about that. Go ahead and check it out. I'll also link the page below. All right, humans, go with peace, go with God. See you soon.